Hey there, and welcome back to Daily Challenges, an educational monster train series where we try to push score on the daily leaderboards. We're starting late today, y'all. I woke up late. And it's weird. Sometimes I'm surprised this still happens to me, but I very frequently sleep a very low amount. Like, we're talking like 5 to 6 hours a night, and that just kind of carries me for a number of days, like a long time, sometimes 2 to 3 weeks. And then one day I'm just like, great, and now I'm going to sleep 11 to 12 hours. And it's like a backup. I don't know how to describe it, but it's as if I'm just making up for lost sleep or something. And that 11-hour night was last night. So here we are. It is. I mean, I normally would be uploading my video in 15 minutes, but instead I am starting the recording right now. So here we go. It's okay. I feel like I upload things in a weird order and weird times of day anyway. It kind of changes. I try to aim for a very specific time, but sometimes I miss it and it's fine. Anyway, no one minds. It's still the same daily. You're all going to enjoy it. It's fine. Alright, so what are we looking at as far as this daily? This is weird. I was excited about this run because we had Primordium with Seeing Double, which makes it so that the first unit I summon each turn gets doubled. And I was like, great, that's fantastic. And then I noticed we have a new challenger, so our champion is getting replaced randomly. I have no idea what we're going to end up with. There are some absolutely awesome things you could roll into here, and some pretty terrible ones as well. And this is made worse by the fact that we have Big Chungus, so everything is bigger. That's not great, right? It's a bad modifier because it affects our viable lines. Yeah, it's really hard to figure out what we're going to get. There's very little strategy I can offer here because this is complete chaos, basically. We're going to get a random champion. It's going to be big, and I don't know if it's going to be good. We also have Hellhorned. So, I mean, at least we have torches. The downside, of course, is this makes imps very weak. Now, oddly enough, we still do have a couple 83k scores, so someone has figured out something incredible in this run. It's a pretty high scoring top 10. 75k is the lowest, and that means we're going to need to do great, basically. We're going to need to do really well in order to score in the top 10 here. So something about this run pops off, and I'm just going to need to find it, is basically what it is. I can't visualize what it might be at this point. Hooray! Our previous run, we did hit the top 10. We had a number 9 scoring, a rock-solid Windleton line behind a double damage shield. So actually damage 6 and a plus 25 Crucible Collector that I self-infused. I didn't take Steel Singer on that run, which is interesting, right? I feel like there were a few factors that played into it that I think make Steel Singer better than it might have originally been. Things like the Wand of Cure Light Wounds giving a Rejuvenate trigger every turn, but the downside, of course, I still think it's quite slow. The only reason that line actually scores as high as it does is because of how accessible multi-strike is in the run, and then also how freely you get Sunderstone somewhere, apparently. I missed it, but I also wasn't hunting steel shops, so I can see it, right? The fact that that high roll existed, well, unfortunately, it negated the strength of my line. I actually feel like if that Sunderstone wasn't present, we would be looking at me scoring in the top, like, 1-2, basically. But, alas, I mean, sometimes the paths you don't take have the high rolls you miss. I don't know what to say. It's just the nature of the thing. I don't think we did a bad choice. I think we made a smart play, and I think it would have paid off if the high roll didn't exist elsewhere, basically. So, still, we managed top 10. That's fantastic. Great work. And we're going to try to do the same here. So, cool. I'm not going to delay any further. Let's go ahead and get in. So, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's see what nightmare scenario we're going to see today. What are we going to get? What champion? You think it's Tethys? Big Tethys? All right, we'll see. Let's click it. All right, hey, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a great day. Doing all right myself. Slept a lot. Who'd we get? We got Soul Guard. Well, at least it's Soul Guard. We can at least incant with this, right? It's fine, I suppose. You could maybe do armor plus cold channel. I'm trying to think what the fastest setup here is. It's going to be tough because we don't get any Tethys. We don't get any Stygian relics, so Founding Seal is off the table. Interesting. We'll have to see. Anyway, hopefully you're all doing well. I'm doing peachy, and let's play some Monster Train. Today we are, as before, Exile, Umbra, Default, Hellhorned, a Fine Clan combo. We're fighting Dazed Talos, Spellshield Arcus, Patient Seraph, Immortal Trade, Hornbreak, Gem Trove. Sure. None of these stand out to me too terribly. I mean, Immortal Trade, Titan Channel is cool if we go that route. Titan Channel is okay in general here. I don't think there's a lot of synergy. The problem is we can't find Sirens, so I'm not inclined to invest too hard in this. He will help the early game, though, if we get it. But yeah. Gem Trove is okay. Hornbreak is fine. Nothing here stands out to me excitedly. Big Chungus is always a big problem. Never a big fan of this. There's obviously spell lines that work pretty well with it, but I don't know. It means I can't even put 2 train stewards on a floor here, right? It's pretty rough. Alright. It's a pretty bad negative. We'll take it that. We'll put it that way. Let's see. Temples today are 2, 5, 6, 7. So 4 temples, looking fine. We're going to need to hold on to a bunch of units in order to actually get those infusions, right? We need the shards. Yeah, we're going to need shards here for sure. Okay, so with that in mind, the dupe on 8 is on the steel side. We have another dupe on 7. Okay, there's no removal dupe on 8, no removal dupe on 7. 7 just has a random Hellvent, I guess. No steel shop competing with a magic shop. We have magic and steel on 6. Magic has the vortex and a cave, potentially really good. Steel and trinket on 5. Steel has a cave. Trinket has hoard and money. No removals there at all. Nothing here really standing out in a great way for me here. There's a lack of magic shops, but I don't know if I care. So we get double magics from the early game anyway, so that works out. Steel shop, Umbra banner on 4, competing with no shop side Horde Vortex. Interesting. Hellvent competes with that ring 3 magic shop. Hellhorned banner on the magic side on 3. Hellhorned banner on the steel side on 2. And on the magic side on 2 we have Umbra. What is the thing that we're gonna see here that wins? This is a weird one. I have a hard time predicting this. So let's look, I guess. Impsicle, Shadowbox. Impsicle is really bad because Big Chungus. Shadowbox, however, is also really bad. Impsicle is going to be very hard to play out all these imps. They might help with the early game, but it's going to be very difficult to actually benefit from them in a meaningful way. Gosh, I feel like I need to take Impsicle because the possibility of an imp high roll is too big, but it just seems so bad here. They're just going to clutter my deck. What if I take Shadowbox? If I just take Shadowbox and pretend I don't have this relic? I could sell it. I think I should take something. Impsicle is almost certainly going to help more than it will hurt. I'm going to take it. I hate this. It's not good, but I'm taking it. Dire Channel, Cold Channel. I'm going to take Cold Channel for sure. At least it dies, I guess. It maybe will clear the early couple combats, potentially. It's a real bummer because you get bigger with Big Chungus, but you don't, actually... You don't actually succeed at anything. You're not, getting more health or something, right? Yeah, I mean, things like Molting Imp, that's a big play. Oh, right. Whoops. Here I am, overthinking it. Alright, good job. Fine. You know, if I might double up on Cold Channel here. It's okay. It's fine. You know, it's okay. Higher Chomper. Get him on mid-floor. Great work. Ah, yes. The morsels are also big. Great. I forgot all about that. Everything is gigantic. What the heck? Look at our train. It feels like it's bugged. Okay, well, there we go. I summoned a bunch of units, I guess. I'm going to shoot these imps now, and I think I'm going to go ahead and hit Immortal Trade, and I think we win this combat as a result. Sure do. Sure do. Just press end turn. It didn't matter that I messed up that first combat and didn't duplicate Soul Guard. It's okay. In fact, it worked out better this way. Man, the fact that morsels are also big is really rough. I'm going to take the Prismal Dust and a Patient. I think it's a good card. I mean, do I take Fledgling Imp? This just seems bad, right? I'm going to take Vent so I have a better plus 30 target, honestly. I think that's going to be more impactful for me. I don't really want an Umbra unit. Let's go to the right. This is going to be rough, y'all. Yeah, hey, plus 30 and 10 in piercing into Vent. Maybe we hit an X5 on this, and this just kind of cleans up waves. We are going to do Train Steward Infusion here, because I need to get the Pact Shards. Great. Steel Shop says multi-strike plus 25. Okay. Rail Beater. Yeah, multi-strike is good. Multi-strike Rail Beater, I'm a big fan. Now, I did opt for this instead of the Alpha Fiend. Maybe we get Sketches, and this run is going to make more sense to me. I want multi-quick. I just need to make it do a lot of damage now, and then that's pretty solid, huh? Sure. It'll do. Move on. The problem is I'm actually going to struggle with how in the world do I lay everything on a floor, right? Maybe the preference here is we double the Rail Beater on a different floor. I think I'm going to play double Rail Beater middle. I'm going to put Soul Guard downstairs. We're going to drop the Welder Helper in. I'm going to kill the Imp then. We clear on middle. That's great. I could airdrop in the Fledgling Imps here. Not a bad call. And then I plink middle for Collector, and I plink bottom. Sure. I guess I don't want to put this... If I play this stupid Antumbra morsel, it fills... No, it doesn't fill the train. We put the Imp down. We can do big morsel upstairs, I guess. Now, as long as mid-floor actually clears enemies... Yeah, I mean, this is okay, right? I'm going to open up bottom floor. I am going to Immortal Trade again, I think. And then... I guess I just vent, right? It doesn't really matter. Sure. Can we win on bottom floor here? Very possibly, by simply playing double big Pyre Chomper Man and then going, what? 8 Prismal Dust here? I actually think the right play is to shoot this man, and then... How does that not swing this? Really? Ah, it's a bummer. I guess he doesn't generate any Frostbite until a certain point. That's a shame. How am I... Is there a way to get that? Is there a way of getting that? I mean, obviously I win the combat. We're getting score. Let's try to get score. There's really no reason not to try this. There's got to be a way to get that. Now, I could double Soul Guard as an option, but I actually really value the Imp, right? What if, I mean, do we... I kind of like... Double Soul Guard is decent, but it doesn't really help that much, is the problem. I think we do want double Rail Beater on middle, and then I think we do the same thing here, right? I think we do the same thing. I need to incant more, maybe, or something along those lines. I do think we want to greed bottom. Sure, yes. I could play double morsels here. which is kind of an interesting thought, right? We go double Ember Morsels, and then we play the Soul Guard angle. The Soul Guard angle, you know, the one where I incant a bunch, right? I think that's reasonable. We leave that imp in, that's okay. This Ember is going to offset the Ember Drain, yeah, for sure. So that's helpful. Let's ping out the guy on middle. I think that's acceptable. And then what? Problem is we're not doing any damage, so this Immortal trade is not that helpful, but I suppose that's a fact. How do I want to approach this? I think we do Big Stew upstairs. And we vent downstairs for the incant? I don't do a lot of damage. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, then it's double Fledgling Imp for sure. And we get the kill down here. We don't have to mess with it. Okay. Now I can of course, still do big incants here, which I think are relevant. Yeah, of course. Okay. Fine. The damage, he buffs himself up, he gets some lifesteal. Alright, we make it on bottom floor. I had a feeling there was a way through it. We just had to find it. Okay. Do I take perils of production here? This feels slow. And speed is important. But we also could super make this work. I don't want to generate imps, morsels is the problem. I'm already generating imps. They've helped me a little bit here, but they're causing me some pains. I'm just not sure. Perils is a good card, but the problem is it's a slow card. It's good for planning a line that wins. It's bad for planning a line that wins fast. It could still be worthwhile. It could be, right? I kind of want to go to this Hell Vent and just dupe the vent. And then we just slam floors, pretty much. The problem is I do need my floor to do damage, right? I need my floor to win. How do we achieve that? Is it with perils? It could be. I'm going to click it. I think it's still good. Ritual of Battle, that is a tool that I would like to have. It's also a good -2 target. I think it's a good thing for me to have with rail beaters that do damage. Yes, great. Deranged Brute is probably it. Yeah? Yeah. That's going to be the line that gets me there faster. Maybe I should have taken that hidden passage and jammed this floor together then? Possibly. But I think without the ritual, this looks much worse. I'm going to go left here, I think. The dupe is good. We can simply make another vent and feel good about our lives. So I'm going to do that. Money. I'm going to hold off on the vent until we at least hit the caverns. We could get like an X5. Oh, a minor stone. Now this is cooking, right? We can do tiny rail beater. I'm a big fan of tiny rail beater here. That swings this in a big way. Now, did that actually behave the way you want it to, or does it reduce it to 2? Ah, it's a bummer, because the mutator applies afterwards. It's still an improvement, but it's not as good of an improvement as it showed. It showed one space, and I was a little bit misled by that. And then I thought about it afterwards. Still, it's nice that he's small. That's an improvement for sure. We're making another vent. I need this thing to kill waves. It also is shards, which is good. Okay. Alright, it's fine, right? It's fine. Now that does mean I could potentially fit something behind our lad. So like, for instance, I can do double Pyre Chomper. Is it possible I get a kill on Talos early? It's theoretically possible, right? So let's do, like, Pyre Chomper here. I want to put the Deranged Brute upstairs. Soul Guard downstairs. I could sacrifice Soul Guard just straight up immediately. It's not a terrible idea, I suppose. It's not a terrible idea. And then I what? Self-ping here? Well, I lose a proc, so I'm going to do it this way, and then we take 11 damage shield upstairs. This is a bit bold. I don't know. It might work out in my favor. Rail Beater gets doubled upstairs. I think this is stronger than playing anything else. Get him, Imp. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is one of those cases where it's like, I'm not really sure what the play here is, right? Like, are we winning? I don't know. Maybe? It's tricky, right? It's tricky. Like, I could vent the boss here. But I think venting bottom floor might be stronger because she might come back. It's just one of these tough things where it's hard to know where the damage is coming from. Fire Chomper doubling up here is fantastic, and then we get the big ritual here, which is big. We want to stop the torch here. And then it's what? Gem Trove that I probably should not have played. Sure. Now, does she come back upstairs? She goes mid-floor. Yeah, we get the... I think we actually do get the kill here if she had come top floor, right? Or if I'd had Hidden Passage, I suppose. We would have it. But then I wouldn't have the rituals. Like, this wins on this floor. So that's suboptimal. We can do better. We have a pre-relentless maybe. We have it somewhere. We just have to navigate to it. Now... then let's do double Power Chomper upstairs. We're going to Deranged Brute mid-floor. We'll continue to do the same thing bottom floor, but we're playing on mid instead. Okay. There's a serious consideration, by the way, for double Fledgling Imp here, but I think it's super wrong. We want to put the man down. I'm going to plink. I'm going to plink again. We're going to go for the kill there. That's fine. Sure. Alright, never getting that kill there. She'll come back to this floor. Oh, we got a different Impish Scholar this time. That doesn't really help me in any appreciable way, but it is interesting to think about. What does it bring back? Hold up. Oh, it is the Prismal Dust. I was just confusing myself, yeah. Let's shoot the boss. Play the Train Steward here. And then top floor is clearing itself, I believe. So let's just blow up bottom floor here. That's acceptable. Sure, yeah. Alright, now here's the problem. So we're going to take Ritual here, which clears it. They're going to go top floor. She goes middle. There's nothing there. She gets pummeled. And we rolled a completely different spawn or redraw order for everything. We did not get the ritual back, which would have gotten me the kill here. Unreal. It's because I didn't play that Fledgling Imp. Okay. It's there. It's there. We have it. I just need to remember to play that stupid Imp out so it doesn't ruin my... what's it called? So it doesn't cause me any problems on the actual ordering of things. Alright, let's continue playing the normal way. Burn that card, great. Fantastic, bottom floor is cleared. Double here is on the Rail Beater for sure. The problem is that I didn't play this Fledgling Imp before. I used the plinks and it was like, oh no, oh boy, oh what a bummer, we did the thing, right, it's fine. We need to, I also think... what did we double before? I don't think it really mattered. Guess we'll play this Train Steward out, it's fine. Mid-floor doesn't matter, we're going to shoot the boss. I have no space for anything. I guess I could pop the torch upstairs and then Fledgling Imp. Right. Although, really I should be... yeah, the truth is I would rather not break that melee weakness. That's actually relevant here. So, okay, with that in mind, we just let this ride, I think. Okay. This is where we hit that Pyre Chomper. I'm going to play him out because that seems correct. And then I want to make space for stuff. Play the Ritual for sure. Do I plink here? Maybe. I don't know. I think the problem was before I had done a Gem Trove, which really messed up the draw order, and I rolled into the Ritual again, which is bizarre, but I'm not going to do that this time. Yeah, we didn't roll it. It is what it is, I suppose. Now, I'm trying to think if there's a way I can pull this off. I think you have to do some stupid stuff in order to roll that Ritual a second time, huh? Yeah, I suppose so. I could stop all this damage. Like, we're okay. We win is the problem, but we don't win well enough. We don't get it. Man, I had it on the first go with that Ritual redraw, but at this point, I don't even remember what I did. The Ritual redraw gets it for you, though, for sure. 100%. 100% it takes it. So, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Alright, I know that first turn. That's easy. Alright, we got it. Now, the second turn, this is when things spice out a little bit. We did play the Imp here, and then I think we did plink, and we tried to plink and we missed. Fine. Okay. Now, here, I think we played the Fledgling Imp, actually, just to get it out of there, and I do need to stab my guy upstairs. It's actually important. So I didn't play the Train Steward. And I vented bottom because I think it makes more sense to do it, yeah. Alright, now I'm going to play this Gem Trove because I did play it before, right? The Pyre Chomper, fantastic work, he drops in. I did that because I really needed the Ritual. Then I dropped the Gem Trove and said, oh no, what have I done? Oh no, it's okay, I pinged the Conduit, but I'm actually not going to do that here, I don't think. I'm gonna play out some stuff because this seems like something I would have done. I don't remember. Now we have a bunch of trash in there. And it's like, I don't know, is it gonna draw me what I want? No, it doesn't draw me what I want. Ah, bummer. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I think we should just play bottom floor here and stop messing around on Talos. I'm not going to redraw that Ritual. We're not going to come up with the exact circumstance we want here. So, how do we get around this? It's actually not too terrible. We just play in a different order, right? We go Ritual upstairs, then we shoot our own Imp, then we play Big Prismal Dust downstairs. And it's like, alright, whatever. Now you go middle, and it's like, alright, same basic principle, though. We go double Rail Beater on bottom floor, cleans it up. Here's a Welder Helper on middle, fantastic. We plink because it helps. Great job. We just play fairly normal run, I think, and it's acceptable. I don't feel like immortal trading here. Yeah. It should be fine. We'll get that kill on the next floor. It's okay. He's dead to Frostbite. Fine. Sure, sure, sure. I vent bottom. It'll be good. Yeah, we should be okay. Not terribly worried about it. I am just going to shoot a lot of stuff here. Clear bottom. We're chilling, right? No big deal. Great. Now, I do think the Ritual is the most important thing I could put on the floor, so I'm going to accept this. Sure, great work. I get a Ritual on middle, which is kind of interesting. I think the actual play here is double Welder Helper, though, in kind of an interesting choice. And then we just shoot the floor, and we chill. And now, I mean, we're going to win on bottom floor, right? This is kind of what I was... Oh, now I redraw the stupid Ritual. Okay. Alright, Monster Train. Fine. Bottom floor it is. I'm not going to fight it. I think there is a world where I can finagle a 4-turn here, but it is cursed, and I'm not about to do it. Impalate, interesting. Kindle, interesting. Okay. I'll take Alloy. I think it's probably right. If I end up on Soul Guard, that matters. Horned Warrior, no. We have the Rail Beater. It's already small. It's good. You've got that. I don't have an infusion for him yet, though, huh? Yeah, so actually, Horned Warrior is a fantastic infusion. I was originally thinking Deranged Brute, but he's chilling on the floor. Yeah, here's Horned Warrior. Let's go. Maybe I take Space, because this is a nightmare, trying to fit everything on the floor. But Draw is also good. I'm going to take Draw. Space, we're going to be overstacking most floors by accident. Oh god, Broken Wheel. What does Endless do for me that I want? Doesn't it give Endless to all these imps? That's not good. No, it's not good. We also already have Piercing on the important vent, so that's not important. Broken Wheel does remove the Train Stewards, but remember, they're stuck in my deck until I can infuse them. I actually think we just skip all of this, right? I think we just skip everything here. Yeah, none of this seems like it's adding anything. Goodbye. This is not the run for it. I'm going to move in on this floor. I want to get stats on Deranged Brute. Infusion-wise, let's see. I can do Train Steward into Brute. I can do... How many... I need, what? 3 more infusions? Let's check it. 1, 2, 3. 3 more infusions. So I need 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do need 1 additional unit. Okay. It's an interesting realization. We could go left. I think it's a reasonable opportunity to do it. Sure. I think that's fine. Merchant of Steel. Quick. I could put Quick on Deranged Brute here. Let's look at this Horde real fast. Drop Cage. Improved Firebox. Man, missing that hidden passage. Real bummer. It's okay. It's okay. I think we're going to take the Firebox because it's just 1 intrinsic away from blowing up on that Prismal Dust, right? So that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, I think that is pretty reasonable. Also, we could see Lost Luggage later, which is good. I don't think it's Drop Cage here. We're going to move on. I could get got by Patient. I don't think so. I'm just going to take Crucible Collector here. It's a better infusion. Good. We have all the units we need. Now I'm going to go Cold Channel 2. Gosh, our whole run is going to be way too hyper-loaded on terms of space. Playing these banner units out is going to be a nightmare in this combat coming up. I think we could put Rage 7 into Deranged Brute just so he hits like a truck out of the gate, right? It's what, 35 bonus damage? It's reasonable. 35 bonus damage. Only puts him at a 45. It's not that good. And I would rather have him tanking. Is it ever quick on him? Would you ever go quick multi on him? No, we're going to have that on the Rail Beaters. Let's spin this. I want him to live. Alright, this will work. Damage shield 3 and we'll toss him a multi-strike. Sure, bud. Sure. That way we can play it either way. And I'm going to bio removal on the Garbage Train Steward I've already infused. I should also consider removing Planks at this point, I think. I think removals are going to help a lot here. Let's be a bit aggressive. Planks can go. Yeah, I think we should be a bit aggressive on removals. I want to redraw these vents. They help a lot. We should be able to beat the Heaven Seal, I think. We can leverage a duped Soul Guard if we need to. Yeah, I mean, like, drawing into Vent on turn 1 is excellent. I'm going to play double Soul Guard downstairs. That's reasonable, I think. And then what? I think it's going to be what? I should play something middle. Yeah, I want to leave this slot open. This vent clears the whole floor, so let's actually just keep incanting the whole way. Not going to play Transcendent. I'm going to blow up this floor. Fine. Okay. Good. Alright, we're going to double Pyrochomper middle, just because I want to get that out of there. Everything is upstairs now. Now, maybe I can win downstairs. It is a distinct possibility. that I can crush this floor. I think we can win Relentless this way, right? Can I beat Clipped Guardian dude? I think I can, but I have to ritual upstairs. This is acceptable, I think. Alright, we're going to ritual upstairs. I'm going to shoot that guy I just gave the curse business to. I am going to vent downstairs. It is correct to do it. Let's put some Prismal Dust down. I'm going to put them in the back, actually. It'll preserve them. We vent this. It gets rid of the curse guy. Alright, we'll make it past this combat. Right, we get the ritual. He clears him upstairs. Great news. Okay, torch middle. So I can Pyre Chomper. Great. Cool. I'm gonna Gem Trove downstairs. The ritual upstairs is how we're making sure we don't lose the run. Or the combat specifically. But, because he wins upstairs, right? That's the important trick. But I need to make sure... Interesting. I could drop Transcend him for a bunch of Pyre Chomper value or something. I'm not sure how to feel about this otherwise. We need to, you know, do the things like Plink, and I'm going to self-ping, and I'm going to vent down here, I think. We're clearing these floors. This is acceptable. There's a lot of trash here. I need to make sure I'm winning here, right? Okay, so this does seem like it wins. Yeah. Great. We're going to leave these Absolvers because they trigger a bunch of Frostbite, and it's very good so we don't hit that vent. We easy win downstairs, yeah. This is kind of what I was hoping to rely on here. Yeah, double Soul Guard doing a lot of heavy lifting. Cool. Winged Technology. I really don't want to play Imps. I'm just going to sell it. Cave in. You know that's an option, right? Cave in behind Soul Guard, create a super floor. I should take this because I think this is actually pretty decent here. Inflame, impressive. Inflame is not bad. I don't like, I mean, I haven't upgraded my ritual yet. I would rather just upgrade ritual. We're going to what, a trinket shop? I would rather just redraw ritual. Let's skip it. Inflame opportunity cost is simply too high. I think we're going left here for the trinket shop because there are trinkets we could see that help, and the money helps here as well. Pyrestone housing. It's not that helpful when we've already got Tiny Stone down. I think we skip that. Let's look at the Horde. Ah, Sketches of Salvation. And now we're cooking, right? Now we're cooking. Now, Sketches is great. We take everything here. First things first, we want to do Horned Warrior into Rail Beater. That is definitely the play. Yeah. His 10 health is largely not keeping him alive anyway. It's his 30 armor doing the heavy lifting. Fantastic. I need to take 10 in piercings and this spell chain on something. I'm going to go ahead and spell chain the perils, I think. Yeah, seems reasonable. 10 in piercing. I guess this goes on a torch. Sure. I already have the Hornbreak with piercing, so I might as well take this. Take every shard we can get. Trinket shop. I'm going to spin this. Pyrestone. No, it's not Pyrestone housing. Scorched Steel, Jackstrip's Consumed Crown. What if I just purge garbage here? The purge garbage play is probably going to be Gem Trove. Gem Trove is pretty bad. Plink is also pretty bad, admittedly. Let's get rid of the Plink, actually. Okay, that's enough, I think. We move on. That Sketches, I think, swings this in a pretty big way. Because I can cave in to create the super bottom floor. Now, does this actually... How does summon 4 random units... When it's summoned, it should create a clone on middle. So I think I get, what, 5 units? Did it work the way I thought it would? It didn't actually do it. Huh. Seeing double didn't trigger by sketches, which means what? I get the double here? Yeah, that's actually true. Weird. Bizarre. Okay, sure. You know, alright. Great. I'm going to go ahead and shoot that imp upstairs. None of these plays downstairs really matter that much because I'm just ending this with a good vent. Our plan here is to cave in when we can. True. So I'm literally caving in this mid-floor here, creating a super floor, and then I'm going to play a whole bunch of stuff. I am going to shoot a dude and shoot a dude. That pushes some good numbers. And then I'm going to play 3 Prismal Dust here because the Frostbite is not really what's driving us here. Alright, this seems promising, right? Seems good, I think. I could vent bottom. How are we feeling about this Clip Guardian? Is he going to kill me? He could. Let's go ahead and respect him by hitting him with that vent. That seems reasonable. Sure, that seems reasonable to me. We get you upstairs, we hit the perils, which I like. Perils is good. I can stop this man from killing me, which is pretty important, I think. Right, by going torch into Queen Zimpling. Hey man, you know, we'll take it. And we pop this thing, which saves Soul Guard a bit. We're at a point where if I can consistently redraw the perils, it's not actually a problem. It's kind of an interesting one. Yeah, it definitely could have been worse, right? Definitely could have been worse. Now, I'm going to put perils into our friend Deranged Brute here. I'm going to ping out the Train Steward in exchange for basically just being able to incant a bunch. And we might win here off the back of... Yeah, we do. I was going to say we win off the back of Deranged Brute having enough hits to take some hits here from the Sweeper, but also the incants are very important. So we win on bottom floor. Okay, great. Cool. Frostbite doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Fantastic. Alright, we make it through this. Sure, I'll take Faulty Loader. It'll improve things. Prism Retrieval, Gem Trove, Grovel. Nope. Don't want them. Important work, not terrible. I will literally always have an imp, so it's free. Sure, I'll take it. It basically is a draw card, right? Because I'm not drawing the imp, I'm creating the imp. I want to remove trash. And I want to make things cheaper. So it's Magic Shop time, 100%. Let's look at this temple real fast. Get a -2 for me yet? No. It's fine. We did get an intrinsic for the Prismal Dust, though, which is a payout on the improved Firebox that I'm very happy about. So we'll take that for sure. Now, the +30 I'm just putting into a Hornbreak. It's fine. I'm going to do this infusion. It's going to be the... I'm going to be real with you. I actually think it's the Train Steward so I can remove them, because they are cluttering my sketch pool. I don't hate Crucible Collector as much as I hate these Train Stewards. So let's do this first. I also just don't think that Crucible Collector infusion is as valuable as it could be. Right? Cut the Train Steward, get him out of here. Alright, now from here, our goal is basically hit these double dupes. We're going to make copies of what? Deranged Brute because he's fast? Right? It's going to be more copies of Deranged Brute because he's faster than Railbeater. And then when we get a Ritual or a Perils, we funnel it into the guy that hits 3 times. But he gets triple benefits from Deranged Brute. And we should have a really hella strong floor here. Permafrost. What is your Permafrost play? If I see Holdover, I feel good about this. Let's make Ritual cost 1, so it's actually playable here. plus 10. I just don't care about it. 20 consume. I'll burn a torch. Sure. Make ritual cost 1. Remove consume. No, I don't think so. Our cuts here are, I think, pretty straightforward. We're going to drop Gem Trove. There it is. And I already removed the Train Steward. Right. Cave. Let's see what we get. Monster Rail Spike. Spell Rail Spike, probably better. Let's go ahead and burn a torch here. That's solid. If I can redraw these vents fast, I'll feel really good about this. Okay. Alright. Now we have the potential here to actually beat Arcus pre-relentless. Maybe. Wait, is this Stealth Arcus? Yeah, alright, never mind. I was about to be like, yeah, we can make it work. No, you can't. It doesn't work that way. Absolutely not. Now, I do want to... Yeah, 13 stealth. Good grief. Alright, fair enough, bud. Fair enough. I'm going to go ahead and cave in this floor down. It's just correct. Get in here, y'all. Okay. Armor up. Perils onto this friend. I want to play the fledgling imp just to get him out of there. Self-pinging is not that useful here. No. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to play a million Prismal Dust then. But I'm not going to put it in front. I want to put the million Prismal Dust on Crucible Collector, I suppose. Somewhere in the middle of this floor. The goal here, and the reason we're doing it, is I want the Soul Guards to tank until Relentless. And then that Prismal Dust is what's tanking on Relentless for me. So... we just hit the vent here, I suppose. These are the turns that it's not great. I wish I had that holdover. Do we ever see another magic shot? No, we don't. Okay, so then maybe I end up removing down to nothing. It's tough. I do get an Ember here, which is something. Oh, hey, look at that. Perils of Production. Fantastic work. Great. Incredible. He's going to punch everything. Important work. Ember Generator. Priorities. Remember, we're just playing... we're playing for incants here. Because the incants are just free survivability. Now, this turn, I don't actually play anything. We just let it ride, and that's okay. Cool. We still clear the floor, which is honestly the most important part here. We get the ritual on the same turn. Fantastic work. 20 consume for a torch. Rest of this doesn't really matter. I can't even play stuff. The imps are getting in my way. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the nature of these imps, but we'll get rid of a few of them if we can. Alright, great. Imp generates me our Ember. We love that. Which lets me what? Play another imp, I suppose? Sure. Alright, fine. And then we just double vent here and it's acceptable? Sure. We're going to win because I have 11 damage shield here, and that's great. That is really all I can say about it. The 11 damage shield doing a lot of heavy lifting. Play out as much as I can, honestly. Hit him with that 62 damage there, and we chill. It'll be enough to get through Relentless. He's going to just pummel these Soul Guards, and that's honestly acceptable. Yeah, it's actually just totally fine that he does so. Cool, we win this. It's not fast, but there was no way I was getting through that stealth any other way, so it's fine. Okay. I kind of want to just remove pretty much everything I don't want and just redraw the perils every turn. That's basically where we're at. So I'm going to just skip garbage cards. Yeah, and we're going to take card draw here. And we have figured it out. We're going left. Of course, I need the dupe. Absolutely. I do get the infusion here. Thank goodness. This helps out. Great work. Sure, yeah, some lifesteal for the man. We get a plus 30 again. I'll make the other Hornbreak awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put this Purge into something. Something. Sure. What do I want to remove? The thing I can remove that is the best to remove is an Immortal trait. Sure, good. Get rid of it. All right, 250 here. The dupe is on Deranged Brute. Absolutely. Great work. Go team. 15 shards. Yeah, this will be very fast, I think. Okay, good. Cold Channel 3, sure, he's just got health, and that's honestly fine. And it blows up waves. Yeah, this will work. Okay, I mean, at this point, the run is playing itself. We take the trial, we're going to see what we roll. I don't love the aggressive amulet here, but I think we get away with it anyway. Alright, double the soul guard, let's go. Now, unfortunately, I guess I can... Yeah, alright. I can get the perils down. And then we can important work here. Sure, that's good, I think. Because remember, we're basically like, how do I avoid losing the stuff that matters? Which is another way. I want to get rid of this immortal trade. I'll get it on another redraw, right? It'll be okay. Yeah, I'll get it on another redraw. It's alright. This guy doesn't attack, is part of the issue we're having. But I really wanted to make sure this worked out. So priorities include Ritual here, Cave In here, and then we vent, right? Nothing too fancy about it. It clears the floor. Cool. Great. I get an imp. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice that imp. Great job. I need to buff the man that does the quick attacks. This is an important part of the formula. I'm doing 260 up front, so we can save not a lot, but we can do a little bit of heavy lifting here. Play out the imp. We may as well cave in for the incant, I suppose. Then we vent, then we chill. Don't click the immortal trade. Alright, we're out there. Great. Good, fine. Let's burn the immortal trade just to get rid of it. Then we hit that vent. It's acceptable. I need to have another... Yeah, we're running into the situation where it strongly benefits me to be able to do something here, right? And specifically, I'm referring to be able to actually play cards. So I can buff this guy. I need to get those ritual draws. Or not the ritual necessarily, but the being able to play stuff is important here. So I think we win this combat anyway, but it's not ideal. You can see the issues, the cracks in this line. Really not a lot of reason to do anything too fancy here. We're just going to pummel this guy. Just click end turn. Alright, we get through this, we get everything. Maybe it won't actually be a problem. You can see the cracks in this, but maybe it's not an issue at Covenant 1. It's just something I sometimes forget about. This is Covenant 1, not Covenant 25. Skip here, I don't want it. Tiresome Climb? I mean, we could take it. I kind of don't care. Right? I kind of just don't care about this. We'll use Damage Shield to survive a majority of this on Patient. Tiresome Climb might be relevant, though. It's a really good card. I should take it, right? But I'm not seeing a steel shop, a magic shop or anything. It's just a really hard card to invest in. I'm just going to skip this. This seems almost anathema to me, but I think it's not right for this run. We're just going fast is the thing. The whole line is gotta go fast. Hell's Banners is pretty good here. Now, normally I say that I typically try to save money here because it's points, right? I'm literally walking around with 1,000 points in the bank. The only reason I should not spend money is if I'm confident I win optimally right now. But if any of the money I spend gets me a kill faster, it is well worth it. Well worth it. Alright, we're definitely duping Deranged Brute. This gives me the optimal loadout. We get 4 units, 3 rage buffers, 1 rage taker. Fantastic. Also a very durable floor, which I quite like. Quite likely something with damage shield ends up in front. So we'll do that. We're duping him, for sure. 290 shards, where we're hanging out. Okay. Now, I don't need any upgrades here. I didn't care about it before. You know, multi-strike, Firestone housing, whatever. I skipped it all, it's fine. Hell's Banners. Does this help me win? This only benefits me on turns I can play an imp. If I don't have any perils or important work, I can't play an imp. I don't think it benefits me. We're going to reroll you because something like the Resonance Shard could do a lot of heavy lifting here. How do I feel about Railhammer? Is that even useful? No, it's not. Okay, so then the question becomes, do the removals win me this run? You know what? The answer is very possibly yes. Things like cutting the other immortal trade, cutting a torch, cutting both torches, a torch. One consumes. I can probably play that out. Think about your redraws here, right? You've got no dead weights. That's crazy. It's Cave-In. I must keep Cave-In. Now, I probably should have purchased that Permafrost for Cave-In earlier, right? This is something I'm realizing now. That was a mistake, because I only want to play Cave-In once. I'm never going to really play it again. And then I could just sit on it the second and third time through the deck. I'm never redrawing fast enough that the Permafrost causes me problems. So it's kind of like a pseudo-consume, which honestly would have been great. True. Great news. I should have done that. Now, I didn't. Bummer. That's okay. I did buy removals instead, so it probably helped me on those earlier combats, whatever. Alright, so it's basically Cave-In, 2 Horn Breaks, that's 3, Immortal Trade 4, Important Work 5, Perils 6, Torch 7, Ritual 8, 9, 10, Double Vents. Withdraw 7, I do not redraw my entire deck. If I remove 3 cards, which would be 1 Torch, Immortal Trade, and gosh, what do you cut then? If I can get down to 7, I actually think we do redraw the entire deck guaranteed every turn, assuming I actually play all the imps, which I should be able to do because I'll have perils every turn, right? That's true. So if we cut 3 cards, which is Immortal Trade, Torch, I need the Ritual, I need the Vents, Immortal Trade, Torch. Important Work is a net neutral, but if I don't have an imp in play, it's a problem. It's technically true. Yeah, that's a technically true statement. I do think removing here is critical. Let me be honest with you. The fact that we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards and a 7 redraw, I think 3 removals is extremely efficient. We're going to cut Immortal Trade. It's an obvious removal. I'm going to cut the other torch that I put a Tendon Piercing into. Whoops. Okay, that's an obvious removal. Okay, now we're down to the real wire, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. I should cut another card. It could be a Hornbreak. It could be Important Work, though, right? If I'm drawing the perils every turn, Important Work is not necessary. But Important Work is also an 8th card draw, too. If I play my cards right, I think we might be able to just cash out the 570 points here. I think I can, right? Patient I can play on higher floors, and then I can Hornbreak the guys he summons. We'll have to be careful to make sure he doesn't like get baited away and we lose a Pre-Relentless potentially, but I think this is fine. And on Divinity's potentially a risk, but as long as we don't mess up, we should be okay. Right, I can always play the perils onto an imp. It slows me down, granted, but I can always play the perils onto an imp, let it die to a higher floor divinity, and then we should be alright. So I think we cash out these 570 points. Those 2 removals, critical. The rest of this should be good. 290 out of 100, let's go. This is hopefully extremely fast, right? This is hopefully lightning speed. I'll also be clear, I do not need... That's a lot of... Each perils is worth a lot here. I don't need to cave in. If you're ever concerned about the cave-in value, I don't have to do it. Right? It's something to keep in mind. I am going to play Fledgling Imp upstairs just to draw past him. Hornbreak. Yes, I don't have to cave in. I could use this to bait Patient around, and it's honestly pretty sick to do it, I think. Alright. We're not going to go for it, is what I'm going to say. We're going to shoot the guy bottom, get rid of him. I'm going to play 13 Prismal Dust here, and then just push 520 on the boss and go all in. This, I think, works out. Now, see, this is a bad turn, right? This is a bad turn because I didn't draw into the perils, but it's okay. We're going to just hit the double vents here and chill. Important work causing me some problems. Ooh, that second guy there cost me a... It might have cost me the pre-relentless. Ooh, that's spicy. I don't like it. Not a huge fan of that, no. Ah, but I can cave him into the floor? Haha, alright, good. That's honestly, actually kind of sick, now that I'm thinking about this, right? We shoot the torch here. Because he wants to go middle here, right? He wants to go middle. I'm going to put numbers on him. If I can get him one more turn, he goes down, right? Yeah, he goes up. If I draw a cave-in... Now, we didn't draw a cave-in, but we did draw perils, which is neat. I can go Pyre here and draw a card, which does give me the cave-in, right? Which gets him on the floor. And now, if we ritual here... We Hornbreak, Vent, and we have a kill. Great job. Cave-in, actually sick. Getting the 7 turn there is excellent. I'm not going to have gotten better. There's no better I could have pulled off on that particular setup. That's a fantastic Seraph kill at 290 shards. Very pleased about that. Now, Divinity could be the same. We'll see. We'll see, right? We'll play Soul Guard. Yeah, go for it, champ. Get the ritual down. Really good opener there. I do want to get the imps out of here, right? He needs to be played. I think the problem that you're going to experience with Cave-In, in my opinion, is simply that it's going to cause the big hitter to not be pummeling the Divinity. So I think what we do is we're going to shoot bottom floor. We're going to vent here, but I am going to drop big damage shield middle here, and then we vent bottom floor just to clean it up a bit, right? This will work out in my favor because Divinity is now getting pummeled. Pyre Chomper gets doubled. I don't really care. We'll draw a card, see what we hit. Other than that, great work. It's all good. I will begin the process of the perils of production here. Our goal is to completely blow up the Divinity and these bottom floors. Basically. 100% of our goal is to just do 1,000,000 damage here. Alright, fantastic. We hit the perils of production. Good turn. Ritual of battle. Strong. If I can clear bottom floor, I think we're chillin'. Can I clear bottom floor? Very possibly, actually, right? It's pretty close. One dude chilling. Alright, fine. And we can get rid of him. I think we win here, right? On this turn, right? I just shoot this man in front and he's dead. All right, good job. We did it. Honestly, I mean, this is a great example of you just gotta go fast, man. The whole thing is just go fast. It's not about having a glamorous win, it's about winning fast. And that is what we did here. 6-turn boss rush. Honestly, I can't see how we could have gotten faster than that either. We're gonna take it. That is a pretty good Seraph and Divinity play at 290 shards here. I don't know what we could have done to be faster. I don't know if that's 83k, but it's pretty darn close, right? It's 81k. You know what? Sure. Back to challenge. Let's go. I'll take it. That puts me at cool number 3. We're over 80. I want to see the big swing here. What was the big difference? What do we get? It looks very simple. Oh, man. The Fledgling Imp Infusion on Railbeater is a good call. That's a really good call. I didn't take the Fledgling Imp because it didn't make sense with the big stuff. I didn't want to play an Endless Imp. I didn't consider his infusion into Railbeater. That's pretty smart. I'll take that. I'll accept that one. The rest of this is, I mean, basically identical, right? Look, they're intelligently put the permafrost on Cave-In like I should have done. It's fine, but the rest of this, I mean, is very nearly the exact same deck, right? I guess they tried to pull off like a Kindle Spike of the Hellhorned, which is pretty weak, but fine. The rest of this looks very similar. I like the Golden Vault pickup. That's cool. I don't think it mattered for me. I don't think I took pyre damage, but that's good to know. Who is this other person? Oh, that's the one I looked at. All right. The other one who got an 83k. Identical run, basically. Identical run, basically. Yeah. True. Yeah, true. Works out. I mean, this is... they found the holdover. That's cool. I guess they hunted for it. They ended up with lower shards, though, so it is what it is. I mean, I think these are 3 pretty well-calibrated runs, honestly. If I'm being clear with you, quite pleased with this. I could see how we would have gotten faster. 6 and 7 is what I ended up on. 7 and 9. 9! Whoa! You got a 9-turn Seraph. Really? That's wild. I'm trying to think how they managed to pull this off. 9-turn Seraph. That feels really unlikely here. They even have a train steward in to mess with their own sketches. Man, that's some crazy RNG that they managed to pull off a 9-turn Seraph here with no AoE rage. I mean, they're not getting anything from Branded Warrior is the thing. On 9 turns, you've not, right? Railbeater is kill stealing that one dude that spawns on the floor with he has quick. So I'm not sure where the rage is coming from, but okay. All right, they managed to pull that off. That's almost so unrealistic, I have no idea. I mean, maybe they got super lucky and they did like Perils, and then the important worked an Imp that came from Impsicle and redrew Perils? And then that was maybe... It's not enough, right? It's just not enough hits at this low. Even with... You saw how fast we ramped, right? It's just not fast enough. It's not enough rage to do that much damage on turn 1. I don't know, that's crazy. They got an 8 and a 7. I mean, this looks realistic, right? 8 and 7. They even had the better line, right? They had the gigantic brain of Fledgling Imp into Railbeater. I mean, that's it right there, yeah. It's one of those that I don't think I would have ever considered. I don't think I ever take that Fledgling Imp on a run with Big Chungus and go, maybe this is my infusion, right? It's not something I think of. Yeah, that's tricky. The rest of this is, I mean, essentially identical, right? Yeah, basically identical. So, all right, fair enough. I mean, we all have 3 of essentially the same runs. It's just a matter of how fast can you go. I ended up with a 7 and a 6, and those differences are what get me, right? 8-7, 9-7, 7-6. You can see the loss of points there. But we still pull off an 81k. We're over 80. This is a number 3 placement. I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm happy there. I think removals are the key here, in my opinion. 100% removals are the key. You'll note that I didn't take the tiresome climb. I do think I could have. You can elevator him up, right? Seraph can move up a floor if he's on bottom. So you can certainly play that game. But we actually, because of the RNG, he kept going upstairs and I would drop him in. So I guess it didn't matter, but kind of interesting. Regardless, I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out. There's not a lot to say. It's just you gotta go fast is the name of the game here. Deranged Brute is very fast. With Rage Generation, 100%. Horned Warrior is a good pick just because he has more hits. I'm a big fan of that. And then, yeah, because I had single target Rage Generation, it didn't really matter that the Deranged Brutes had multi-strike, right? The fact that they had Damage Shield 3 is actually the most important thing, right? So, pretty cool stuff. I'm actually very pleased with this. Feeling good. Number 3 clear. Excellent work. And it didn't even take me a full hour. Way to go. So I will let you go there. Incredible work. Go team. And hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.